I think that's another reason why starting off with a team is great, because...
So the big question is, what are top agents doing to absolutely crush it in real estate, grow their teams and add more transactions year over year while so many struggle? To get the answers, we interview top real estate agents to learn their secrets to success. Listen, we believe every agent should make a minimum of $100,000 per year, and we're on a mission to make this happen. We've already helped over 100 agents achieve this with our coaching. So if you want to fast track your business growth, get to your first $100,000 in GCI, or add another $100,000 in GCI using social strategies, then head over to go.eliteagentsecrets.com, or you can just click the link in the description below. Also, just make sure to follow us, hit that subscribe button, and if you get any value from this at all, please tell a friend and leave us a review. My name is Andrew Dunn.
And my name is Peter Michael. Welcome to Elite Agent Secrets.
So, what is it that you're doing different to the other teams, to the other agents out there, that is basically allowing you to win and allowing you to scale? Because in reality, for doing north of $1 billion in sales in 15 years, I mean, there's people who've been in for 15 years who haven't done anywhere near that. And you're growing constantly by the sounds of it. So you're doing something different. So hopefully this is topic 2.
I'm trying. I would say 2 things. I would say, number one, I try to look at everything in a macro sense. So like, I'm not concentrating on like the dollars and cents of one deal. I'm looking at growth and doing a great job and getting referrals more than one transaction. Like, I'm not thinking transactionally at all. I'm just thinking, how can I offer more? How can I make these clients as happy as possible? So it's like it's a mindset thing. But in that, I think what we've tried to do is offer more than most, probably anybody else, but not charge more. So it's like, we have the staging and, we pay a bunch of money to digitally marketplaces. We send over someone to help pack. We will cover a certain amount of painting and fixes. We often help take a kitchen that, looks rough and paint it and change the hardware. We do electric light fixtures. Like, our offer is pretty large. And yeah, it does, like, we have to pay more in terms of expenses because of that. Right. But that's how we differentiate ourselves.
Yeah. It's your unique value driver at your group, right? That was like, we do all of this stuff, which no one else is doing. And it's like, we know we're going to make less money off you, but you're going to have a way better time. So like, you comparing us versus them is like comparing Ferrari versus a Ford, right? So you're going to have a way better time, but you're paying the Ford price. Like, you're paying Ford price. And you can have a Ferrari or a Ford, but you're paying the Ford price. And like, you're like, I'm taking the hit here. You're not, but I'm gathering, or I'm betting on myself that you're going to love this experience so goddamn much that when you sell this home again and then buy your next one, you ain't going anywhere else but with me. When your family, your friends, your roofer mate, whoever, you're going to be like, you got to go hit up Heather. It was insane. So
totally. Yes. And that's definitely, that's definitely my goal. So, and that's me thinking like, that's why I'm not thinking one off here or there. I'm thinking like, how can I reach the most amount of people, offer the most service, make it as easy as possible in an age where people, don't have a lot of time. And hopefully that will translate into success.
Well, it seems to have so far.
We're trying.
What are some of the things, I'm curious just to look a little bit further ahead, because that's an insight to what's worked up to now. Is there some things that are in your pipeline that you're either actioning against now or things that you would like to action against in the future that you think will allow you to further differentiate from competitors in the market? That you're like, I'm going to start doing this, we're going to start executing against this because we think that'll give an even better experience, or whatever that might be.
Yes, like we're adding, like it's funny, we're adding things all the time. The bigger we get, the more and the more we offer, the more systems we have to put in place. Like that's what I'm focusing on the most, is systemizing everything, because there's a lot of moving parts. And so that's a big deal. So like, I'm trying right now to really focus on keeping in touch with my sphere, sending them gifts, sending them cards, sending them information, that kind of stuff. And also the experience after the deal, like the closing gifts, the cards, the thank yous, like that's the part that I'm trying to add now, even for a better experience, so that it's not like, oh, bye, sold your house, bye, see you later. Keeping up those relationships and making making just systemizing everything.
So is that what you think is going to allow you to go? I mean, what is your goal? Let's put it out for the world. 2022, what's your goal?
Oh, I can't even. I'm too scared to share. No, I'm trying to do 400 million in 2022.
So you're going to try and double what you did in 2021. And for those that aren't watching on YouTube, she's covering her face right now.
I'm terrified.
It's going to be out for the world for thousands of people to listen to.
Yeah.
It's so terrifying. I'm like, oh my God, I'm terrified.
Well, the thing is, you've got to have big, audacious goals. I mean, our team leader, our mentor, they did, as a team, did 1308 units last year. And we were chatting with him. When was it last week? Yesterday, whenever. We speak to him so often. And this year we had like the end of team meeting, January. Like, how many units did we sell? 311 in January. And then he was like, well, the goal for the year is 2,500. That's what we're trying to sell. Right?
Oh my God.
Right. No. And then a week later, we get back on the phone with him and he's like, so got this new guy. And I'm just brokering this deal, and he wants us to be exclusive partners. So actually the goal's now 3,000 this year. So that's our team goal, is 3,000 deals this year. Is the team goal.
I can't even imagine. Like, I can't even imagine.
So you've got to have these big goals, because that's over double, right? It's nearly triple. So it's it's a big difference. And listen, this hasn't happened overnight. A bit like it hasn't happened for you. It never does. But the thing is when you go from, say, 200 to 400, which I'm sure is going to happen, going then from 400 to like 800 is essentially the same leap. It's like you're just doubling, and there's different problems you're going to run into. Now, right now, what I thought was interesting is, and for all our listeners as well, the thing that you're trying to figure out now is systems. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I've got the sales and I've got client experience to a point where I know that scale. Right? As in, like, they are happy, they're not unhappy. Salespeople, I'm sure, are not churning out like crazy. So, team issues can be one of the ones. So it's now, how am I systemizing lead gen? How am I systemizing contracts, TC, all that other stuff, to the point where we could I throw 100 pieces of paper, throw 100 deals on someone's table, and by, in a week or a day or whatever, it be flushed out, and it's not like this chaotic thing where I want to find a deal and it's like, is it a piece of paper? Is it online? Which we get, because you're going so fast. Mm-hmm. It's like, how do you stop? Now, one of the things I want to throw in there, this will take you way back, and I'll be interested to hear your opinion on this. So one of the things we've noticed with newer agents is this 30 deal rule. So it's like every 30 deals individually you tend to need to hire someone. So it's like, you're an individual agent, do 30 deals, hire an admin. And what we find is you increase your production by about 75 to 90%. So you're committing the same hours a day, but now just doing sales and lead gen, you'll say go from 60, 30 deals to like 50, 55, and you've got an admin. And then about that many, you get another person. It might be a marketing person who does the lead gen for you. So now you're just doing sales. And now you're doing closer to like 90 deals, right? And there's like two of you and you doing that. And then you start with buyer agents, listing agents, and all that other stuff. Have you found that there is an intersection with regards, like, you've got such a big team now, and I know you're hiring a lot, where it's like each person is responsible, give or take, they could do about 50 deals a year, is about what they're worth to my team.
Mm-hmm. Like I couldn't agree. Like I couldn't agree more. It's so interesting. Like my coach and mentor always says that real estate is way harder when you're only making like a few $100,000 or $100,000 because you're doing everything still. Like you're the admin person, you're the this, you're the that, blah, blah, blah. As I've gotten, like I work less than I ever have now because I have everything in place that I need to, and I only do what I can do. So like I think that is key. And I feel like that's what I try to teach all of my agents too. Like if they get really rolling, my goal, first of all, with all of my team members is to double their business too. Every year. So that is about, taking all the stuff that they don't like and all of the extra work sort of off their plate so they can concentrate on the selling. And I think that's another reason why starting off with a team is great, because you have support in things. You're not just on your own trying to wear like a million hats.
Yeah.
I don't know if that answers your question.
No, it's like it's input. No, because this is all, this ultimately is for all our listeners. And it's like, this is what happens. This is what I think everyone listening wants. I don't believe anyone gets into real estate, goes in 30 years time, I want to still be selling the home. They want the money, but they don't want to actually sell the home, which is why building teams and building leverage is something that has to come. Otherwise you'll work until you're dead. Right.
Totally. And like that's what I'm trying to do. Like eventually I want to exit out. Like there are things that I guess I hustled so much for the first years that the hustle, like I still have a hustle, but it's just a different type of hustle that I want to do. Like I want to manage in my sweatpants.
Well, I think there's nothing wrong with that, right? The laptop lifestyle, then.
It's the laptop
lifestyle. I just want to wear sweats all day long and make a lot of money doing it.
I think we'll all sign up. I mean, if you figure it out, sign us up.
I'll let you know about that. I'll let you know.
The only downside to wearing sweats all day, every day is when your waistline gets bigger, you don't notice until you put the jeans on.
Yeah, I think we all learned that in COVID.
The hard way.
Sure.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can talk from experience here, so that's why I'm getting to the gym every morning.
Oh, and by the way, if you're listening to this and you aren't making at least $100,000 per year in GCI and you're looking for a predictable system to get you there, then head over to go.eliteagentsecrets.com.